Sailors had brought letters from Hamlet to Horatio and the king. From the letter to Horatio, we learn that Hamlet has escaped from the ship bound for England and has returned to Denmark. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern have continued the voyage to England.
What are they that would speak to me? Seafaring, sir, they say they have letters for you. Let them come in. I do not know from what part of the world I should be greeted, if not from Lord Hamlet. God bless you, sir. Let him bless thee too.
He shall, sir, and please him. There is a letter for you, sir. It comes from the ambassador. That was bound for England if your name be Horatio, as I am led to know it is.
Horatio, when thou shalt have overlooked this, give these fellows some means to the king. They have letters for him. Ere we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them. On their instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they know what they did. I am too good to turn for them. Let the king have the letters I have sent, and repair thou to me with as much speed as thou wilt fly death. I have words to speak, and thine ear will make thee dumb. Yet are they too much light for the bore of the matter? These good fellows will bring thee where I am. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have too much to tell thee. Farewell, he that knoweth thine, Hamlet. Come, I will give you way for your letters, and do the speedier that you may direct me to him from whom you brought them.
This scene introduces a strong counterplot against Hamlet. It begins with Claudius convincing Laertes that Hamlet is responsible for Polonius's murder. The letter from Hamlet is delivered announcing his return to Denmark. Claudius manipulates Laertes into a plan to kill Hamlet in a dueling match. Laertes adds to the plan by offering to put a deadly poison on the end of his sword. Claudius suggests a cup of poisoned wine for Hamlet if the first plan fails. The conversation is interrupted by Gertrude, who announces that Ophelia is dead.
Now must your conscience my acquaintance seal, and you must put me in your heart for friend. Sith you have heard with a knowing ear, that he with half your noble father slain, pursued my life.
It well appears, but tell me, why you proceeded not against these feats, so prideful and so capital in nature, as by your safety, wisdom, all things else, you mainly were stirred up.
Oh, for two special reasons, which may to you perhaps seem much unsuit, and yet to me they're strong. The queen, his mother, lives almost by his looks, and for myself, my virtue of play, be it either which, see she so conjunctive to my life and soul, that a star moves not but in a sphere, I cannot but by her. The other motive, why to public count I might not to go, is the great love the general gender bear him, who dipping all his faults in their affection, would like the spring that turneth wood to stone, convert his gibes to graces, and so that my arrows too slightly timbered for so loud a wind could have reverted to my bow again, and not where I have aimed them.
And so have I a noble father lost, a sister driven into desperate terms, whose worth, if praises may go back again, stood challenger on mount of all the age, for her perfections, but my revenge will come.
Break not your sleep for that. You must not think, and of your made of stuff so flat and dull, that we can let our beards be shook with danger. And think as pastime, you surely hear more. I loved your father, and we love ourselves, and that I hope will teach you to imagine. How now? What news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet, this to your majesty, this to the queen.
From Hamlet? Who brought them?
Sailors, my lord, they say, I saw them not. They were given to me by Claudio. He received them of him that brought them.
Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes when I shall first ask you your pardon, thereunto recall the occasions of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet, what should this mean? Are the rest coming back? Or is it some abuse and no such thing?
Know you the hand?
'Tis Hamlet's character, naked, and in postscript here he says alone. Can you advise me?
I am lost in it, my lord, but let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart, that I shall live and tell him to his teeth, thus didst thou.
If it be so, Laertes, As how should it be so? Have other eyes. Will you be ruled by a gift to me?
Aye, my lord. If so, you'll not overrule me to a peace.
To thine own peace. If now be returned as to checking his voyage and his means, no more to undertake it, I will work him, to exploit now right in my device, under which he shall not choose but fall. And for his death no wind or blame shall breathe, but even his mother shall uncharge the practice and call it an accident.
My lord, I will be ruled, the rather if you could devise it so that I might be the organ.
It falls right. You have been talked of since you travel much, and that in Hamlet's hearing, for a quality wherein they say you shine, your sum of parts, do not pluck together such envy for him. As did that one, and that in my regard, of the unworthiest siege.
What part is that, my lord?
A very ribbon in the cap of youth, yet needful too, for a youth no less becomes the light and carelessness, that livery that it wears, that settle age his tables and his weeds, importing health and greatness. 2 months since, here was a gentleman of Normandy. I sing myself and served against the French, and they come well on horseback. But this gallant had witchcraft, he grew into his seat, and to such wonder as really brought his horse. As he had been in corpse and demi-nature, with the bravest beast, so far he taught my thought, that I in forgery of shapes and tricks come short of what he did.
A Norman was it?
A Norman.
Upon my life,
The very same.
I know him well. He is the brooch indeed and gem of all the nation.
He made a confession of you, and gave me such a masterly report for art and exercise in your defense, and for you, and for your rapier most especial, that he cried out, "'Twould be a sight indeed, if one could match you, the scrimmers of their nation." He swore that neither motion, guard, nor I, if you oppose us. Stir this report of what his. Did Hamlet so envenom with his envy that he could do nothing? Do, wished, and begged, your son in coming over to play with him, and now, out of this...
What out of this, my lord?
Laertes, your father was dear to you. Are you like the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Not that I think you did not love your father, but that I know love is begun by time, and that I see in passages of proof, time qualifies the spark and fire of it. There lies within the flame of love a wick, a kind of wick or snuff that will abate it, and nothing is like the goodness still. For goodness growing to a plursery dies and is too much that we should do when we would, for this wood changes and hath abatement and delays as many, as there are tongues or hands or accidents. And then this should is like a splendorous sigh that hurts by easing, but to the quick oath of the ulcer, Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your father's son indeed, more than in word?
To cut his throat in the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize, revenge should have no bounds. But good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber? Hamlet return shall know you are come home. We will put those shall praises your excellence, and set a double varnish on the fame. The Frenchman gave you and bring you in fine together, and wager on your heads. He, being remiss, most generous and free from all contriving, will not pursue the foils that with ease or little shuffling you may choose a sword unbaited, and the passive practice requite him of your father.
I will do it, and for that purpose I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of a mountebank so mortal that but dip a knife in it, where it jars blood, no cataplasm so rare, collected from all simples that have virtue, under the moon, can save the thing from death, that is but scratched withal. I'll touch my point with this contagion, that, if I gout him slightly, it may be death.
Let us further think of this. Weigh what convenience both of time and means may have fit us to our shape. If this should fail, and that our drift look through our bad performance, 'twere better not essay therefore this project should have a back or a second that might hold if this should blast and prove. Soft, let me see. With solemn wager on your cunnings, I have it.
When in your motion you are hot and dry, as make your bouts more violent to that end, and that he calls for a drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce, whereon but sipping, if by chance escape your venomous drop, our purpose may hold there.
But stay, what noise? How now, sweet queen?
One woe, don't tread upon another's heel. So fast they follow, your sisters drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Oh, where?
There was a willow grows aslant a brook that shows his hoar leaves in the glassy stream. There with fantastic garlands did she come of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, that liberal shepherds give her grosser name. But our cold maids do dead men's fingers call them. There, on the pendant bows, her corona leaves, clambering to hang, an envious sliver broke. When down the weedy trophies and herself fell in the weeping brook, her clothes went spread wide, and mermaid-like while they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of old tunes, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element, but long it could not be, till that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wreck from her melodious to muddy death.
Alas, then she is drowned.
Drowned, drowned.
Too much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia, and therefore I forbid my tears. But yet it is our trick. Nature her custom holds. Let shame say what it will when these are gone. The woman will be out. Adieu, my lord. I have a speech of fire that fain would blaze, but that this folly doubts me.
Let us follow, Gertrude. How much I do calm his rage. Now I fear that it will give start again. Therefore, let's follow.